Hello listeners. History I think is important. It is a teacher and a record of mistakes made in the past. Most people don't think of it as such, and I think that they should recognize it so they can learn from it. I think if they learned from it, we would make less mistakes or not repeat the same ones. World history is too long for this blog, so I'm going to focus on a portion of American history. The mistake I think America has made is its need to be in a war or conflict. While the numbers may not be exact, historical records put the amount of years spent at war or in a conflict at 222 years as of 2015. America has only existed since 1776, so that means 93% of American history is fighting. When I hear an American president say that they want to bring peace and work on fixing the homeland, I know they are lying. This is because historical records have said that the United States has never gone a decade without a war or conflict. I want you to think about that. For 222 years, America has spent more time in a war or conflict than taking care of her own. While the European countries have been making progress with ensuring the health, well-being, and safety of their citizens, America has neglected to make an equal amount of progress. While these fights in other countries goes on, the job market struggles, cost of living goes up, and money becomes harder to find. With so many problems occurring, the list of what to fix increases. Some problems get put so far down the list as a result. An example of this is the educational system and the support system for the disabled. A lot of Americans find it difficult to get into the job market because they do not have the money to pay for the education desired by most employers. How can you expect someone to get the job they need to support themselves if the only way to get it is to incur a large amount of educational debt? The disabled have it worse, I think. There is a lack of support in the workplace and school for some disabilities. Money for the medical care of the disabled is hard to come by. With so many injured soldiers returning from war, it increases the amount of disabled every year. I believe that a person's worth in the workplace should not be based on a piece of paper. If the person applying for the job has sufficient training, their education should not matter. I dislike it when companies hire the person with more education, especially when it comes to job fields such as security. I have seen people who have no degree but years of training or certificates get passed up for people who have a degree. This bothers me because most of the people with these degrees have no combat training. Why is it that the person with an education and no combat training is more important than someone who has years of training in combat or other subjects? It does not make sense to me. As for the disabled, their life is hard as is. We do not need to make it harder on them. If they ask for help, we should do everything we can to help them. I would like to end this blog by asking, when is it enough? When will America's bloodthirst be satisfied? When will America take the time to learn from the European countries? Will you stand up and give a similar message so others will pay attention? Thank you for listening.